Hey beautiful people, it's Rickita and I'm back with another video. So in this video, I want to tell you guys some mistakes that I see that a lot of home buyers are making. So if you guys are looking to buy a home, you really don't have to do too much with your credit. I think so many people are overdoing it with their credit. They're thinking too hard. So lenders want to make sure that you have at least a 580 credit score. Sometimes they're going to want you to have a 620, 640, but that is going to be your middle score. So that's going to be your score that's literally in the middle. So if you have a 590, 630, and you got a 629, they're going to go with the one that's in the middle when they put them all from least to greatest, which is at 629. So they're going to go with that score, and that's the score that they're going to want to be that 580, 620, or 640. Now, when people are trying to get their credit score higher, they think that they have to do something crazy. Like, I need to pay off all of my debt. I need to get added as an authorized user to at least four credit cards. And it's like, no, calm down. We only want to increase your credit score as fast as we can, and we only want to make sure that you can get approved for a home. So when it comes down to getting approved for a home, it's going to be much different than getting approved for a credit card. So usually when people try to get approved for a home, this is what I tell them. I want you to try to delete any negative accounts that you have on your credit reports that's inaccurate, which is probably all of them most likely, because a lot of accounts are inaccurate in general, from just putting the date open being wrong, or last date activity being wrong, or payment history being wrong. Even your positive accounts have inaccurate, they're inaccurate. So try to remove as many accounts as you can. Look at your inquiries, see if there's any inquiries on there that you did not authorize, and remove them. Pay down your credit cards if you guys have high utilization. So I tell you guys, keep it at 5% or below. So if you guys have high utilization, pay it down as much as you can. If you don't have at least 4 credit cards and 2 installment accounts, go ahead and apply for those accounts. And last but not least, if you can be added as an authorized user to someone else's credit card, maybe they have a high limit, it's an old card, then go ahead and be added. But make sure that they do not have any late payments and they're not maxing out that credit card, because if they're using too much on that credit card, it's going to damage you so much, because most likely you don't have that type of credit on your credit reports already. So it's going to mess up your utilization. Now, I do have a free dispute letter that I want to go over with you guys for your negative account. I have one for your inquiries also. If you guys have any collections, then I want you guys to go ahead and work to remove those collections and try to see if you can possibly pay them too. I'm so sorry about the phone, but try to see if you can remove those collections also, and try to pay them depending on which ones it is, and we'll go over that too. I have a dispute letter if you guys have collections that you guys can use. So let's go ahead and go into it, because my phone is over there and I don't want to get up and go get it. I want to actually go through everything I have to show you. So first thing, if you don't have 4 accounts, get the 4 accounts first. Start applying for the 4 accounts first. Now, it does not matter. They don't care if it's like, oh, you need to have a credit card with a $5,000 limit. No, you need to have positive accounts reporting to the credit bureaus. So here is the dispute letter. We're going to go over this next, but let me show you first those accounts. So I have something, the best credit cards for bad credit. So if you guys have bad credit, then look at some of these credit cards, because you may be able to get approved for them. So the Self Visa, this is a Visa card, you guys. Self have an installment account. So if you don't have at least 2 installment accounts in your credit reports, that's something that you have a set amount that you're paying every month for a set amount of time. Those are installment accounts, like student loans, cars, personal loans. Those are installment accounts. So if you guys don't have enough installment accounts, go ahead and get their installment account. And then when you guys have at least $100 saved in their installment account, then you guys can go ahead and get their Visa card. Check out my video on Self, because it's something that if you don't know what Self is, you're going to have to learn how to use it and how it works. My credit score personally went up over 155 points with being with Self. So I always tell people about Self. So definitely check them out. You guys have the credit builder card. They'll allow you to get two cards. It is a secure account, but they'll allow you to get two credit cards. So I do suggest them, especially if you have bad credit and you don't want them to check your credit. Like if your credit score is so low that you can't get some of the other credit cards I'm going to tell you, go back to the basics and go ahead and get that credit builder and get that self, because they're not going to check your credit at all. So they'll allow you to get two, a $200 limit. So definitely check them out. Also, Kickoff. Kickoff is a great account if you guys need to add an installment account to your credit reports. So definitely check out that Kickoff account. Now, with the Kickoff account, it's not like you're going to get an actual, well, they have a secure credit card, but that's not the one I want you to get. I want you to get the account where it's like $750 and you have to pay a certain amount per month. I want you to get that one. Now, this is not like your regular account where they're going to give you a card. You just want them to report to the credit bureaus. That's it. Your credit is based off of the companies that's reporting to the credit bureaus for you, and then you keeping your accounts positive with a low balance. That's all it's based off of. So it doesn't really matter when it comes down to getting approved for a house what type of accounts you necessarily have. So I just want you guys to get that Kickoff account because they're going to start reporting for you. And you can see right here, somebody credit score went up 74 points. So look, they were where they probably been. They probably is in like 630, no, like 640, I mean 540 something, and now they're at 610 just by doing that Kickoff account. So definitely check them out. You also have the Discover Secure card. I really love this card because it actually graduates. So when you guys put a deposit down, because it's secure, you got to put a deposit down. When you guys put a deposit down, it's going to graduate into an unsecured card in about 8 months, 7 8 months. So I always tell people to get this one. They can actually pre-qualify you without a hard inquiry, so they can let you know yes or no on whether or not they can give you that credit card. Definitely try to see if you can get this as like one of your first cards. Also, you got the Tumo card. I love my Tumo account. They actually want to be able to approve you for a credit card without checking your credit. So that's good. They're not going to look at your credit at all. They're just going to look into your banking history and see what they can approve you for. So check out that Tumo. Let's kind of scroll through the next ones kind of quickly. You got the Embry Boards, the Navy Federal Secure card. Very similar to Discover, but this one is actually going to graduate in 6 months. We got the Pedal One Visa. Definitely check that one out. They can pre-qualify you without a hard inquiry. The Capital One Platinum Secure. This one, a $200 limit, but they may tell you can put less down as a deposit. They can pre-qualify you without a hard inquiry. Open Sky is one of them credit cards where if your credit is just that bad you can't get approved for the other credit cards I told you, you can definitely get that Open Sky card because they're not going to check your credit and they can approve y'all up to $3,000, but it's secure, so you got to put a deposit down on it. And this one actually is starting to graduate now. We got the Discover It's Student Chrome for students. They can pre-qualify you. The Credit One Bank credit cards. This one, they can actually pre-qualify you for that one, but check your annual fee for that one. We got the Mission Lane credit card. Try to see if you can get this one. I believe they have no annual fees for this one, but I believe they can go all the way to $75. So check your annual fee. But this is a great one because I've seen people have a bankruptcy and get approved for this one. So check out that one. You got the Credit Strong account. This is very similar to Self. It's an installment account. So definitely check that one out if you need another installment account. We got the Prosper credit card. They can pre-qualify you without a hard inquiry. We got the Milestone credit card. This one can pre-qualify you without a hard inquiry. Just check your annual fees for all these cards, especially like the Indigo. The Indigo can qualify you. The Destiny can also. Then you got the Merrick Bank too. And this one you think you have to get an offer in the mail for. And First Progress is another secure card. It's like a $29 annual fee for that one, but you definitely can check it out. But those are all the credit cards I want you guys to check out. Try to see if you can get at least 4 of them, okay? Make sure you have 4 credit cards reporting. Keep the balance low. You're just trying to get it. If you're watching this video, you're just trying to get approved for a home. You're not thinking about anything else. This one right here, this is the dispute letter. I have this in my 60 points in 60 days. So if you guys use that link down below, you guys will be able to get all of this for free. So you got the 60 points in 60-day link down below. It's how I teach you guys how to increase your credit score 60 points in 60 days. So this is the dispute letter. If you guys have like collections, charge off, bankruptcies, maybe student loans that you need to get removed, then this is the letter you want to send out to the credit bureaus, TransUnion, Equifax, and Experian. So go ahead and put your name here, your address, your social security number, and your date of birth. Put the name of the credit reporting agency, so TransUnion, Equifax, or Experian, and go ahead and put this address here. After that, I want you to put the name of the account that you want to get removed, the account number if you know it. And you could keep this here, but you go ahead and see exactly what's wrong with it. Is it not yours? Do you not have a contract? Are you not liable for it? Is it unverifiable? You know, put the different things that's there for that account. And then put please delete and remove it from my credit report. Sometimes you may say the last date of activity is wrong. This count is being re-aged. You know, you can put different things there, but you can list, I would say list up to 10 accounts and then make a new dispute letter, okay? And make sure you guys delete this part right here. So delete that from your letter. Now send that to the credit bureaus. They have 30 days to respond. Same thing with this inquiry letter. They have 30 days to respond to you. Now put your name, address, social security number, and date of birth here. Put the name of the credit bureau and their address, and then you see where it says account number, actually put the name of the inquiry and then put not authorized. Okay, if this is for if you got inquiries on your credit reports that you did not authorize, this is the letter that you want to actually send out. Okay, so this is the one that you want to send out. Now I also give you guys a letter that you can actually send directly to the collection company. Say if you guys are getting letters in the mail from the collection company, maybe you thinking about settling them out, then I have a letter that you can send directly to the collection company to get it removed. You guys will get that when you do the 60 points in 60 days. But literally work to delete them accounts from your credit reports. Don't think too hard. Just work to remove those inaccurate accounts. Make sure you have at least 4 credit cards on your credit reports. Make sure you keep the balance low on those. Make sure that you're not racking up inquiries, and make sure you remove those inquiries that's not supposed to be on your credit reports. And if you need to, ask someone who has a credit card that has a decent limit but a lot of history. It's really that history that you want. Find somebody that has a lot of history and ask you be added as an authorized user. You can definitely pay for trade lines, pay a company to add a trade line to your credit reports, but you kind of want to do this right before you get approved for your home, because trade lines usually is not going to stay on your credit reports for too long. So I say like 60 to 90 days. So you want to add that trade line on right away. Like if say if you want to get approved, you want to add it on right away. Find out which ones are going to report very soon. Those are the ones that you're going to want to add on. Once you guys get those added onto your credit reports and you see that they're there, go ahead and pre-qualify for that mortgage. Now remember, your middle score have to be a 580, 620, 640. Talk to the lender, ask them what credit score you're needing, and then you aim for that. Remember, Credit Karma is going to have a lower credit score than normal. Identity IQ is going to have a lower credit score than normal. So double check to see, what your credit score is on there, and then try to aim for like a 680, 700 if you can. That way you know for sure your credit score is high enough. You can still get approved with collections on your credit reports. You still can get approved with charge-offs on your credit reports. It's just going to be certain things that's going to factor into like your debt to income ratio and things like that. But you technically can still get approved. If you guys had a bankruptcy in the past, you have to wait 1 year after Chapter 13, and you have to get a permission to get a mortgage, and then you have to wait 2 years after a Chapter 7. Do not let that hold you back, you guys. Just start increasing your credit score, add those 4 credit cards on, and you guys will be good, okay? Do not make this harder than it have to be. If you guys have any questions, I definitely have my 60 points in 60 days. We just met up on Friday, which is really good. We met up on Friday, and some people in there already got their credit scores over the 60 points because they were waiting on the class to start. But while you're waiting, I still start helping you increase your credit score. So a lot of those people already got their credit score higher than the 60 points in 60 days. And that's when I actually follow through and tell you step by step, okay, it's time to delete the accounts. I'm going to send out the letters for you. It's time to add credit cards, apply for these credit cards. It's when I'm really holding your hand and taking you step by step through this process. If you need help finding a lender, definitely call me 407-374-2747. I can definitely help you find a lender. I can help you find a realtor. And if you guys are in my area, I am a real estate broker. So I have my own brokerage. So I can definitely help you with that home buying process. So definitely call or text me if you guys have any questions. And if you guys just want me to simply look over your credit reports and tell you, hey, you need to do this, have your credit reports from Identity IQ available, I will be happy to look over them for you and say, hey, this is what you need to do. Or if you guys just simply have Credit Karma, I can say, hey, this is what you need to do, because it don't take much for me just to look and say, okay, this is what you need to do. Period. That's it. But hopefully this video was helpful to you guys. I am sorry for the distractions. I'm sorry for the noise, but my kids are out for spring break this week, and I do not want to not send out a video because people are waiting on these videos, and I know these videos are really changing people's lives because I hear it all the time. And the information that I'm giving you guys, it changed my life so much. So I know for sure it's changing y'all's, especially if you implement it. So I'll see you guys in the next video. You guys have a great week. And if you guys have any questions, definitely call me 407-374-2747. Bye.